What are you doing?
Are we like doing competition here?
No, it's not a competition. I'm winning anyway. I mean, if you're calling it a competition.
I feel like I have to go super fast to keep up with him every time we're doing something out in the garden.
No, not true.
Sometimes.
So it's a beautiful Saturday morning today and it's nice and cold outside, so we decided we're going to do our seeds right here in our dining room. Hopefully it's lighted perfectly for you guys to be able to see. We tried a couple of different spots to try to see how the lighting's going to work in here, but I think this is the best spot to do this video. It's cold outside, the garage is not heated, so we definitely can't do it in there. So we're just going to do our seeds right here. We're going to get the whole family involved to do the seeds. Aside from the view, we have this amaryllis that's ready to bloom right now. It absolutely looks amazing. It was a late bloomer. We kind of got it planted a little bit later. Angie had that going. And it just absolutely looks beautiful. So we have a couple amaryllis around the house that are going to look beautiful here. Some white ones, some red ones. But as I'm waiting for Angie, I did want to talk about us doing our seeds. So we're about 8.5 weeks out from our last frost. A lot of the seed packets I'm going to do, they're ready to start 8 weeks prior to the last frost. Some are 5 to 6 weeks, but we're doing it now because we do have some lighting. We do have some heat mats to be able to keep some of those that are 5 to 6 weeks prior to the last frost to be able to do well with the heat mats and the lighting system we have for our seeds. So we have all our setup here. I'm waiting for Angie to go ahead and join me because I don't want to get my hands completely dirty, so I'm going to let her deal with the dirt. That's just something that an agreement we worked out with. She doesn't know, but that's what we're going to do. So we have everything set up, ready to go for our seeds. Right now what Angie's going to do is she's going to fill the pots up with soil.
I heard that.
Yep.
I'm going to mess with the soil.
Yep. So it's already pre-wet. We're using our Espoma organic seed starter. We wet the soil to the point where the consistency is what, of a moist cake?
Of a moist cake. Crumbly
moist cake. We don't want it too wet. We want it just wet enough to where when we fill these containers up, it can take some more water without actually, overspilling or, absorbing way too much for these seeds. So.
Okay. So let's get ourselves
going
here and planting some seeds. So we are using the eco pots from Proven Winners.
Yep.
That's what we're starting with first?
Yes, we are. We're starting with the eco pots. So,
you want me to start?
Yep.
Put them all the way to the top.
Correct. So one of the questions we had about the eco pots was, I know you read that one, was what about?
Yes, the question that's been asked a lot, how long does it take for the eco pots to break down?
So the eco pots can actually take anywhere from 6 weeks to a couple months to break down. You may, when you dig that up, you may still see some remnants of the eco pots, but it's nothing to worry about. Like I said, with these tabs breaking off, the roots are definitely going to be able to get into that soil, and it's not really going to affect your plants. The more it does break down, though, the more nutrients it lets out into the plant, so that's a good thing. And that's just one thing that was one of the big questions about the eco pots. From what I've heard, is they do break down a lot better than like the peat moss or the cow pots or whatever the case was. So really looking forward to see how these do in the ground and what they're going to look like if we ever dig any of this stuff back up.
The dining table becomes
the potting
bench. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start writing the names on the tags.
Yep.
And we are starting with, go ahead and let them
We're gonna do the Berry Treasure strawberries because we have 3 different varieties. We have the white, red, and pink. And what I'm actually gonna do, I'm not gonna use the eco pots for those. I probably will for a couple. But since I only have, let me see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 20. I only have 24 eco pots. I want to do a variety in the eco pots to see how each seed actually does. So I'll maybe do 2 or 3 strawberries in eco pots and then have a bunch of varieties of tomatoes that we're going to do as well. So I want to definitely use the eco pots for tomatoes and the beans that they came out with, as well as the peppers and some of the basil. So I do want to use those for the eco pots. But for the strawberries, for the most part, because there are a lot of strawberry seeds, I'm going to use these little 6-packs right here, and we're just going to do 1 6-pack of white, 1 6-pack of red, and 1 6-pack of pink Berry Treasure strawberries. Okay, so I got me a paper plate, white, so I can see the seeds, because these strawberry seeds are absolutely tiny and I don't want to lose any, especially on this black table. So I'm going to use the paper plate so I can be able to see those seeds. There's about 15 per package. My plan is to just dump them all out and be able to see them, because again, they're tiny. I'm going to do about 2 seeds tiny per pot right there, so just in case one doesn't germinate, the other one does.
So my question is, will they fruit this year? Will they bear some fruit this year?
So that is a question on a lot of people's minds, and yes, they will. They're supposed to produce fruit the first year. I know that's a big fear whenever you do strawberries. I know with these, they produce fruit in the first year. The second year is definitely when you're going to get the most, but they're going to produce fruit the first year. So what's funny is I had Angie do tags.
Oh my goodness.
So it actually comes with the tag.
The excitement, right? for people that do seeds.
So I didn't know the actual tag was going to come inside the seed packet, because for the most part, they usually don't come inside seed packets.
That's awesome.
I know they said it comes with a tag, but when I got the package, I figured the tags were going to be in the package, not inside the actual seed bag. So,
yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So this one says Berry Treasure Pink. And it gives you all the information on here. So full sun, 6+ hours, 7 to 21 days plus for germination. Transplant to harvest is 65 to 72 days. It says to plant about 1/4 inch deep, and plant spacing after thinning about 12 to 24 inches, and row spacing 36 inches. So it gives you all the information on this tag, which is awesome to have for beginner gardeners, especially.
I'll just put this to the side then. That is awesome. Didn't even have to do that. That's cool. It is awesome to have something that's ready to just go like that. And there they are, super, super tiny.
So yeah, definitely very tiny seeds. Actually, the white paper plate probably was not the best idea, because they're really not black seeds. They're they're more of a white tannish color. So we'll see how we do this.
Okay. I don't even want to touch them. They're so tiny.
There's one.
And we're doing 2.
Okay, so we got the pink strawberries in. We're gonna switch to a red plate because the white paper plate was not a great idea. Because
can you tell us first time doing strawberry seeds?
Well, the strawberry seeds that we did before, we did do some before, but they were tiny black seeds. These were white. So we're definitely gonna use a red plate so we can actually see the seeds a little bit better, because that was a little bit difficult to see with a white paper plate.
Okay.
So. And we got our tag here. We're just going to put that tag right. Actually, you want to cover the tops of that?
Yeah.
So I would just do this.
Just do a little bit of that. Now next is the red ones. Way better.
Definitely can see it a lot better.
Them now.
All right, so we just got done with the white strawberries. We did the red and the pink as well. So we have a 6-pack of each.
Did you sprinkle those
strawberry?
with the...
Yep, covered them up already.
Okay.
So that's a 6-pack of each color strawberry. We're gonna do more definitely later in different containers. We just want to get these done. So next thing we're gonna move on to is some dragon's tongue bush beans.
I'm excited for those.
Well, Angie's excited for these.
They're beautiful too.
They do look awesome. So let's open these up as well.
And that one you said just 1 seed?
Yeah, we're just gonna do 1 seed per container. Bush beans are definitely bigger seeds.
There's
And
the tag.
these come with the tag as well, so we can just put that in there. All right, so kiddos are running around like crazy right now. With the beans, we're gonna do them about a 1 inch. As you know, a bean is kind of a vining type of plant, so you want to put that 1 inch, that way when it spreads those roots and it starts to come up, it's a very thick stalk for a seedling, so you don't want it to push all the soil and completely fall out of your container or not grasp those roots deep down inside. So the 1 inch depth is going to be beneficial for these beans. All right, so I'm going to put the tag in one of them. Angie's doing up a tag for the second one. It just comes with 1 tag per seed packet, and I'm assuming that's for if you do a row or a crop of bush beans, you want to be able to tag that very front and you know what else is coming. But since we're doing these in individual containers and we're not doing a whole tray, so we wouldn't need just that 1 tag for that whole row of seeds. So we're just going to do it a separate tag for each one. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is one of the new tomatoes. These are Bellini Tempting Tomatoes. These are the cocktail tomato. So we're gonna do this one next.
These are like more what, in the yellowish color, or it's like, not what I'm thinking?
It's like a reddish orange color for these. So again, comes with the tag. This one goes about 1/8 of an inch down and takes about 65 to 70 days from transplant to harvest. 6 to 14 days to germinate. So this one comes with 15 seeds as well. We're only going to do 2, just like the other ones.
I miss tomatoes.
Tomatoes is an awesome thing to have, especially fresh in the garden. All right, so these go about 1/4 inch down. I'm just going to make a small little hole here.
Put the first one in.
We're going to put 2 seeds per container, just for germination purposes, and then we'll thin them out afterwards. Tomatoes are pretty hardy when it comes to germination of the seeds. It's very, very rare where I've not had any tomato come up. So excited for these because
this is what I miss so much, having I would say this and lettuce.
Yeah, tomatoes and lettuce are definitely by far.
Miss so much in winter having fresh, and we actually had some still going, some tomatoes going. Not so long ago, like 2 weeks ago. That was it. We had some going still for us that we brought in containers from outside. Last summer.
Yep.
But that was it. So.
All right. So the Bellini was a cocktail tomato. Here's another new one called Patio Sunshine. This is a cherry tomato. This one grows more on a vine and a little bit taller than the cocktail tomato. So this is definitely one of the ones I'm excited to actually have in the garden because it's going to grow almost like a a nice little cocktail like the good-hearted tomato, which I absolutely love those tomatoes.
I love those. Really excited for the new tomatoes and vegetables from Proven Winners.
All right, so the next one we're going to do that's new is called Pesto Besto. Now I'm excited about a new basil. The other basil, what was it called? Amazel basil. So that one grows huge and it absolutely smells wonderful in the garden.
Yeah.
We didn't get any of that this year because we're going to try this one. Normally I would order a plant or 2 of the Amazel basil, but we're just going to go with the seeds and try this new one here. It's supposed to be just as disease resistant as the Amazel basil.
So that's a difference with this one, or it grows different?
This one is a little bit shorter, supposedly. Not as tall. But it's, like I said, it's supposed to be as resistant as the other one, so we shouldn't get any diseases to this one as well. It should grow vigorously just like that one as well.
Okay.
I think just for planting purposes, this one's available in seed and Amazel basil is not.
I don't think I've ever done the basil with you.
We did basil the last time.
Did I with you?
Yeah, we did some other ones.
I don't remember.
Alright guys, so we did all the new seeds from Proven Winners that we received this year. The rest of the seeds that we have are tomatoes that we've previously grown and the peppers as well. So something to be excited about, but we just wanted to show you guys the start of our season.
Yes, it's an exciting part of knowing that very soon we'll be out there once again in the garden, harvesting our vegetables.
Yep. So we're gonna get the rest of these seeds done, and then we're gonna show you guys where we're actually gonna put them in the grow room with the lights and our heating mats, and then we'll keep updating you guys with what's going on. So let's get this finished, and we'll head over there.
Yeah, the kids are waiting too.
Yeah.
So let's get going.
Okay, grab a seed. Put it inside one of those holes right there.
And do you know what you're planting?
Get another one. You know what you're planting right now? What is it?
Strawberry.
Nope, not strawberry. Over here, this one.
What?
Drop it in there. Where'd it go? See. There it is.
You cover.
Now cover it with your finger.
Go like that.
There you go. Okay, let's cover it like that. Maybe cover that one. Cover that one. There you go. You got it, dude.
Do it.
Alright guys, so we have our first tray of seeds ready to go, and it's exciting because this kicks off the gardening season for us and things that we want to grow in the garden. As far as the seeds go, I'm not going to give them any more water. The pre-soak into the soil was plenty to get them going, and then the heat mats will provide plenty of humidity to get those seeds going. Once they start to show some growth, we'll come back, do an update, talk about some lights, talk about the heat mats and how that helps the seeds grow. As far as the system here, we have 3 tiers, so we have plenty of seeds to get growing, and it's exciting, especially for our kids. That's one of the most important things, is to have them plant a tiny little seed and see that grow into a huge plant, because that's something that really excites them and gets them into wanting to grow something, not just for our benefit but for everybody else's benefit. And that's another thing that we're excited for, is being able to share some of these extra plants with our community, because that's one of the things we wanted to do last year. Me and Angie were excited to get the community involved. It just didn't happen, but this year, planting plenty of plants, we're going to give some of those away to the community, and it's just exciting to start to do that. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Just want to give you an insight on what we're doing to get started with this season and what we're excited to grow. So again, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next video.